Good morning and a blessed day to all of you. We're just taking a walk through the test gardens of the Grow, Eat and Save. And we're taking a look to see exactly how everything is growing this morning. As you can see, the various plots of which our students are so eloquently preparing, they're harvesting. These are just some of the things which you can do in your own gardens at home. As you see, an array of gardens that are taking place in the various forms gives us a better understanding of how we ourselves can be able to grow food at home. For instance, we have beets. Beets right now are quite expensive. They're almost about they're about $6 or so within our shops. And within the $6, think about it. You can buy seeds and then you can plant them. Eggplants, which are very, very expensive. These are some of the produce of the eggplants right here that are coming up. But again, it gives you an idea of exactly how you can best be able to help your own families and take care of your own household. The plots have different things inside of them. Onions, which are coming along quite well. And again, over on this side here, you see a different formation of how to grow various plants. This formation here is quite interesting. Insects come from the outside, but they do not like cups. And some people put on the cups here a little glue, a little paste, of which when insects climb on them, they actually stick to them. These cups do not have them, but what they do provide is actually a protection to the plants that are coming up. For instance, bok choy. Then we have over here Swiss chard. And then we have over here some lettuce. So just different formations of how you can best be able to grow your own garden. You have here some broccoli that is coming. This should be picked here shortly, actually for a Christmas meal, but actually has some dust on it, so you have to wait for another week and a half thereabouts before you actually pick that plant there. And there's a tip in this point here. You do not harvest anything of which you have actually dusted. And this is some natural dust that they're using, but you give at least 2 weeks before you pick them. Down in the gardens here, as you can see, you have some lovely broccoli that's coming up. You can see the broccoli heads that are forming inside these broccoli plants here. And then we have here the cauliflower that are forming. A wonderful array of onions that are coming up. So you see the various formations of gardens that that can help you within your own garden plot. Potatoes. These potatoes have been down now for about 6 weeks. And potatoes take 120 days. 120 days or 4 months. We're having problems with bananas at this time of the year, but I encourage you, if you can get some banana plants, then start to grow them. Set them aside out by at least 4 to 5 feet apart, that of which you can actually be able to have your bananas. So here we have now some more beets, and the formation of the beets and the carrots all give you an indication that these students are doing well. And some of these gardens, what we have here, this is called a runoff. If you notice this garden right here, for instance, it needs a barrier. So we'll actually be able to work with them to get a barrier up right here to stop the rain runoff. And as you can see, the rain runoff that takes place right here will continuously take all the nutrients and vitamins down the hill. So you put 2 rain runoffs, one on this side and then one on this side right here, that can stop the rain from running off the topsoil. This is one reason why we had introduced the various formations, and the students took it within their own hearts, within their own lives. They decided to do the various formations the way how they saw best, and they have done well. Every single one of them have done well. Some of our assistants, they've also taken to heart, and what we see here going on It's just the beauty of growing a garden. And as you can see, this garden right here. So everything is growing so well. Now, a few weeks ago, I talked to you about planting string beans, if you remember. And this is the same ground of which we had planted the string beans in. These are 6-week string beans here. So in 36 days, and as you can see, the string beans, they're starting to now to show their heads. And this is the flowers that are coming out, just showing their heads. As you can see, the flower that are coming out. I planted the string beans between the potatoes, and I'm trying a new method. This method here is something that which I'm developing. I'll talk to you more about the development of this here. But as you can see, we use a combination of things here, and one is seaweed. I'll tell you what it is. It is seaweed, and so it helps to bring nutrients to the plant itself, and helps to prevent it from getting other problems. So these are just some of the things which we had started. And if you remember, when we actually put these string beans in, these seeds, we put in 3 seeds every 6 inches, and look how they grow. We have molded them twice, so within this first 2 weeks, we let them grow, and then on the second week itself, we molded them. On the 4th week, we molded them, and now they're into what is called into the last couple of the last week and a half or so, and we're going to get some string beans out of these here quite shortly, and then we'll turn them in and we'll do some more things. Down on the side here is arugula, as you can see, a beautiful plant which is gorgeous for eating. Last thing I'll share with you is this here. This is called a sucker, which we know as a tomato plant, but it's really a sucker. So it was a tomato plant which was growing, and eventually what happened to it, it formed suckers which take away from the plant. So I broke the suckers off and I just transplanted it there. No root system whatsoever. Tomatoes are very easy to grow. Some of the most easiest plants in the world that grow all year round. Now this is another, so again, that's the tomato. I want to take you to another garden. And as you can see, these are string beans here. This is the normal way of which most farmers grow their string beans. After they are produced, they turn them back in to bring nitrogen back to the earth, back to the garden itself. And there are other vegetables that are growing down here. The potatoes, as you can see, these potatoes here, they're coming along well. Nothing between them. They're just potatoes by itself. So again, this is the normal process. And then we have carrots here, of which we are growing our garden. Take it to one final exhibit of which we'd like to share with you. This is actually a seed bed for flowers. Now, question many may ask, why do we need flowers? Well, flowers encourage, that's right, friends, it encourages bees. And we want to encourage bees within our garden because the bees pollinate, and we need good pollination for vegetables. And as you can see in this formation of garden right here, this is a beautiful outline, and they're all beautiful. But again, look at the different formation within this particular garden here. As you can see, the plants within themselves and how they are growing, the different formations. So it gives you an idea of how the plants are growing within their formation. And as you can see, the potatoes, you see it for yourself. That's a potato basket. But as the potatoes grow, you put more manure, more soil within it, and you can get at least about a 5-pound bag of, actually about a 50-pound, close to a 50-pound bag of potatoes if you do this thing correctly and just keep on bringing it up and the potatoes will keep on growing onto that stalk that it grows into, or the tree, which one would say as well. One and the same. So again, you looked at the various formations of vegetables here, and again, you see the formation of the plants growing directly out of the cups. Isn't that amazing? So again, you looked at different formations here of gardening, and so I encourage you to take out a few moments out of your time, your busy schedule, to be able to grow, eat, and save. Again, grow, eat, and save. You're in tune here with Chaplain Kevin Santucci. And it's a pleasure to be able to talk with you today and to share with you some of these different formations of gardening, tactics. Wish you well. Have a great day. Enjoy your next gardening project. And if you have any concerns or any questions, please forward them to myself, Chaplain Kevin Santucci, at Tucci Garden Ministry at gmail.com. Tucci Garden Ministry at gmail.com. Wish you well, and wish you all the best in your next endeavor. Eat well, save some money, and take care of your families, all of you. God bless.